is the resistance.
What the hell is the round table? Oh, they keep together with have a fucked up discussion on a fucked up topic. Right.
Really, dude.
Yeah. Round table and today's topic is can religious cultures coexist? Now we are.
That's Lizzie.
Yeah.
What?
You check it out?
No.
Go check it, please.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Go ahead, please. You don't like it, yeah. Okay, the topic is the argument, not the argument. The dog has a lot to say on this topic, and it is. Tonight's topic is can religion that will come to diversity, dominance, coexist. You have the both the United States, many of which the ideology of circumvent the nation and diversity. Yeah. Judaism is also a big component of that. And yeah, I forbid word. What is that? I've been analyzing your dog.
Oh, I know, man.
No, I've been hitting the button
it's a good question there. It's a good question. Can major religions coexist? I did a I did two videos. I did two videos yesterday. I was mentioning how the difference between the Bible and the Quran, how the Bible teaches us about forgiveness and repenting, and I mean, Jesus died for our sins. Yeah, we're all sinners. Yeah, we are. We are. But we learned that God is teaching us something,
Yeah.
And the Quran, if you look from the first to last page of the Quran, it's nothing more on how to murder, how to text non-believers, how to follow a pedophile who runs a death cult in the afterlife. And
there's a major link there. The Quran teaches that Jesus was a prophet, not a prophet, correct?
yeah, but do I think that they could coexist? I think so, but the thing is, I've been paying attention to this shit. They could coexist as long that Islam doesn't come in and become the monkey wrench.
Well, but really has if you have a lot of influx, especially in the previous administration, you had a lot of migration, not just from the southern border, but from the Middle East as well. And we've seen this in Europe and those Western countries as well. And they are pretty much trying to subvert those countries into Islamic states. Or so there are many organizations out there that are arguing that is exactly what you're and in support of the saying that this is exactly what's happening. Is that they are trying to transform the area state. And let's not import because Islam is a converted and even conquering ideology and culture. But so is Judaism, as I pointed out, and Christianity. Christianity is all about conversion. That's their biggest thing. That's how they became so big. Go travel into other countries and spreading that ideology. Now, some are more forceful than others, what right. Some would say that the state were a very story on steroids, pretty much a missionary effort on steroids, and others would say that it's fun. And in many regards, both may be true. And even in the 1100s and the roughly late 1800s, you had witch hunts. If you engage in anything that was provoking witchcraft, anything that was any sort of ideology other than the accepted Christian system in that area, you were trying to protect it. Heresy, witchcraft, any number of anti-Christian response. So to sit there and say that Christianity is, or at least has been a passive or even a passive religious ideology is pretty much what out back.
Yeah.
Because Christianity has been like a conqueror as Islam and Judaism in many regards today. It really depended on how you go about it. But is if you are say Muslim or Jew, one of the things is evidently happening in the modern era. It's either they are trying to hurt, enforce their ideology on the pocket, or from the pocket down. It's even in Judaism, you have a lot of who aren't even Semitic. There's European motherfuckers who are just divided by it, claiming that
There,
and I family who are fucking married. Okay? And my aunt, my uncle married. He looked along like he was no. Okay, he is not Semitic looking at all. My uncle is not Semitic. These people who claim to be Jews, 99% of them claim to be Jews by descent, doesn't fit the Semitic culture of Africa or the other physical characteristics. Like Hunter pointed out, time people got run out, and then they came back, and everybody's wondering how the fuck they turned white.
yeah. There have been flags. You know, just recently, you know, look, we all grew up celebrating Christmas
Yeah.
as kids, you know, every year, you know.
Yeah, and you got a lot of Christmas events being attacked now. You had the two national guards who just this past week were shot. One of them died. One of them was critically injured. So it takes the question: can two opposing religious ideologies that are predominantly dominating forces in their own right occupy the same space at the same time, or does one have to subscribe to the other? The one have to acclimate to the idea.
Well, yesterday I came across a footage of two women in the UK singing singing
Christmas carols.
yeah, exactly. And this guy, a mother of faith, he's an officer in the UK. He said these ladies, you can't sing out here because you need a permit. Now, who in the fuck needs a permit to stand outside in public on the sidewalk? By the way, whether in the U.S. or UK, where you need a permit to sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
That's
UK actually
that is nothing more, exactly. It's nothing more than this idiot this guy pushing his culture, his religion on these women. You can't sing here. You need a permit. All this crap. You need to cover your face. Like, dude, we don't. we didn't bring our culture to your country, man. Like, dude, because the thing is, if we did that,
Go to
exactly,
it's
if we did that,
be fine.
yeah, if we did that over there, okay,
Did not fight way in.
this is how I see it. If we bring our culture over there and try to push it down our throat, holy crap! Yes, yeah, exactly. You know, and I was saying this yesterday in a video I did. I said, if we did that anywhere in the world, okay, we would get so much pushback. I mean, like major league global pushback. It's like, holy fuck. But here, exactly. There, look, I don't care what you do in the culture. That if that's your thing, that's your thing. But the thing is, you cannot be pushing your culture onto us because, again, we're going to push back. You know. Plus, we have laws here in our country on the books. Okay, on the books, and they want to push this Sharia law. Okay, but the thing is, in this country, if you murder somebody in the name of Sharia law, you're going away for life, or the death penalty. You know.
Yeah. Well, it'd be Sharia law or law based off of both kind of stem from the same base law. There are some how they deal with it. Those are very different. And then when you get more what I see stuff, that's where the law really gets law
Exactly.
to the state and now Florida recently passed the law with an anti-Semitic. However, just that law would do the protection of a Muslim where in the middle of their prayer and a Christian group was present and was eating bacon right in front of them. Now, whether or not that would be considered anti-Semitic because those people were part of that, I just
Yeah.
hijack shit that doesn't wholly belong to you, especially when you're white.
That's like in Japan. I mean, or Japan or China. We both had our food before, you know.
Yeah, but they were doing it deliberately. They were being dicks about it. Let's not word. Whether it's within their constitutional right or violating anti-Semitism is irrelevant. They weren't force feeding these people the bacon. They weren't trying to get them trying to force them to eat bacon. They didn't even touch these people. But they were being dicks.
Yeah. That I mean the thing is being a dick. That I mean if you're just being a dick, you're like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean you're free to walk down the street and eat bacon if you do, but to sit there and deliberately seek out a Muslim prayer if you're eating bacon,
Exactly.
You're not winning souls at that point. You're just being.
But now
you're accusing your constitutional right.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I thought was pretty funny as in a ha because like this, look, we have a couple of stores and a couple of liquor stores. Okay.
Yeah.
They sell milk, eggs, bacon, all that stuff, And there's a guy in Texas. He owns a store. A store.
You're talking about the one where they went in and tried to sell the
Yeah. I kind of laugh because you have 30 days to stop selling bacon, get liquor, and I'm like, dude, look, we have people at 7-Eleven, and we have a liquor store over here. They sell, okay? They sell lottery tickets, okay? They're Indian people, okay? Nice, awesome people.
Oh, yeah. We got something around the corner from
And
the nicest couple I've ever met in my life. They're so sweet.
And now the thing is, if I was that guy in Texas, I would say, you know what? It's my store. If you like what I'm selling, don't come. Don't come. But don't come to my store and tell me I can't sell liquor, I can't sell bacon or ham or lottery tickets. That's my business. If I want to do that, I'm going to do that. But the thing is, when you have all these major religions, can they get along? Sure. Can they be level heads? Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Big time. But there are going to be a few that would have a sect where they're going to be like these like the Saints, the call it fuck. Yeah, the equivalent to a cult kind of thing, man. Like these all these kind of like Brian Davidian shit in a way, that kind of shit,
They have their own social conscience.
Yeah. And the thing is, you have these fundamental. I got it. Fundamentalist. Got it. Fundamentalist. Okay.
I even like talking about it. Ideology within an ideology.
Yeah, ideology within an ideology, and I mean, can they get along? Sure, they can. But there can be the few people in those religions somewhere that's going to light the match and hit the fuse. Now, I do believe that we can get along. I do. But you have these individuals or a group of individuals that are completely missing the bolt from their neck or mind fog, that think, well, I'm gonna leave them and go over here because I believe that if I help them, they'll reach their 72 virgins. Well, how about this? How about help them find 72 slave rods who know what the hell they're doing? I mean, the thing is like they have no idea what the fuck they're doing, And
well, that could be ours.
you have Methodist, Baptist, Mormon, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, right? Seventh-day Adventist. You have Jehovah's Witness / cult. You have Buddhism, Hinduism, and Sikh. Here's a religion that nobody talks about.
Yeah,
Sikh religion, dude.
Even Hinduism, they all the time keep every other religion out there, every mainstream religion, whether it's Judeo-Christian religion, Judaism, or Muslim, is an expansionist ideology.
Sikh, I see the religion as a equivalent to the Amish.
Yeah, even the Amish kind of keep this stuff. Like, they don't. The Amish are probably the only Christian-based ideology
Oh
that
yeah.
just kind of keeps this stuff. Everybody else has some form of missionary ideology within their respective ministries. It's not just more. It is all religion. All these congregations, they go out. Who go out and protest religion today. Go out and protest Muslims praying in the street and eating bacon and whatnot. Okay, some of which go in dick mode like that group who was eating bacon. Want to convert people? That's probably not the best way to win the vote, man.
When was the last time we seen a guy from the Salvation Army outside a store ringing a bell and with a bucket for people to donate?
I'm here in the South, so we actually still see that quite a bit. Because I live in the Bible. That's important.
You hardly ever see it. You hardly ever see it.
Well, in California, in liberal areas, like California, New York, Chicago, Michigan, highly predominant left-leaning ideology that are more embracing of the non-Judeo-Christian ideology, like the Satanism, Muslim, and so on and so forth. They tend to divert away in order for political right. But down here in the South, you're still going to see people in the Bible Belt who will go out with the Salvation Army and collect donations outside of Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Mall and react have one. I don't know if you guys still do it in California, but
I haven't seen one in years, man. It's been years.
on the block, on the main strip, you put up the Christmas lights, the little they were or whatever your decor is, that you grab the lamp. I don't know how that. We still do have that.
Because the reason I'm saying is that I hardly ever seen one because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, the reason you don't see them anymore is something somewhere behind the scenes, somewhere in the shadows. Somebody said this needs to stop. Why? Why? I mean, the Salvation Army was created to help people.
Yeah, but they're only coming out at the event with Muslims who don't put this even many who believe pagan and pagan politics. In fact, we go to part of it and every major holiday celebrated within the state or the world is inherently pagan.
When I lived in the house, this was like 20 years ago. 21 years ago. We would walk by and see this trailer where people can donate. Hold on. Where they could donate to the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Like clothes and toys and shit like that.
Yeah, you got things like
Now it's gone. It's gone now.
Anymore?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We've got them all over the place. Walmart, even at my work, got stuff set up It's fun. Canned food fries. Again, Salvation Army taking donations.
The trailer was parked at 11th parking lot, and now it's no longer a first store. It's now a church now.
Okay. Even
And
then, they still have.
but since then, I haven't seen one in 20 years. I think it was stopped due to political and also religious bullshit.
Well, that's where you're political, correct? But here's the thing: we are a country of pilgrims who came here for religious freedom. Now, it used to be, at least back at that time, and up until we probably late 1800s or probably early 1900s, it was you were free to worship God however you want. But after the Salem witch trials and the persecution of the Latter-day Saints, it kind of became a worship what you want. You're free to worship. It's free. It went from freedom of worshiping God, however you think of it, to freedom of religion, all encompassing. And at which point
about that, do you know what the witch trials was really about?
Are you talking about Salem?
Yeah.
Salem was the result of that hysteria.
Yeah, but you know what it was really about?
From what I understand,
Land grab.
Yeah,
Land and property grab.
Oh, no doubt about that. That there's always the political and financial aspect of anything. Especially when things like massacre and hallucination. You think that everybody's with it. It goes nuts.
It happened in the UK. It happened in Europe. It happened in the United States. But they did this for good almost 20 years, and so governor started to see the patterns and said, "Hey, whoa."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of barriers. They don't like to talk about land grab shit, but the big thing that started it was the mass hysteria, and then some after.
Yeah, I mean, it was like because the judge and prosecutor was in on it.
Yeah.
And this is like more people we lie about and execute them. The more property we have there is where we can sell it off for profit. Kind of like.
Again, it goes back to what we were talking about on that.
Religion and politics. Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, it goes back to you need to take money out of the court system. The money variable of the court system. The court gets to serve as a mediator between the transaction of you and the state. There's going to be no stuff, and that was the first real scientific problem. But religious controversy. After these events, we transitioned from you're free to worship God, however, to all-encompassing freedom of religion. And that may not necessarily be a bad thing on paper, but you then get to ideology. You have a Christian, let's say, our that we need to go out and save them. And at which point you're gonna piss somebody off, especially if you go out of your way. and do things like eating bacon in front of and then you have other ideologies like extremism that is for God and
Scientology for one too.
Scientology for the most part actually keeps it up.
Yeah.
No, Scientology like Buddhism and Taoism and Hinduism, those people tend to keep to themselves. They don't go out really force-feeding their ideology. I mean, there were probably times when they did, but then, Anonymous started showing up at their front door, and that was kind of
Well, fuck it, dude.
yeah. I mean, that
But,
was
but the thing is,
Anonymous.
Scientology, they make it themselves. The thing is, they're committing the same kind of crimes that other cults do. But the thing is, they're violating the child labor laws, right?
Huh?
Now, if you take away their tax exempt status, they got paid tax. Why? They're not really a church. They're not religion. They're a cult. They're a cult.
By any theological definition, Muslims could be considered cult. The Latter-day Saints would be considered cult for following the Joseph Smith. The Protestants and everything that's derived from the Protestant movement could be ascribed as cult, whether you're Methodist, Baptist, Lutheran, whatever, could be described as a cult because they follow the ideology of Martin Luther.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, any religion. Now, Buddhism, or following Buddha, could be considered a cult. And any religion on the planet, if you really want to nitpick at it, could be considered a cult.
Exactly.
So they're either on the cult or really to reevaluate what defines a religion and what defines because on the current definition, it's good.
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
But again, all of these ideologies, whether they be Christian based, Muslim based, or Judeo based, is expansion. And it's not just religion, it's their government. You have government ideology in Judaism and in the Muslim. Sharia law is not just a religious ideology, but is also encompassed in their government structure. The Quran was not only a book on how to circumvent the society and make it Muslim, but it also encompassed the structure, the religious and governmental structure that would be implemented, which is Sharia law.
Yeah.
Okay? And have the same thing. All of our laws here in the United States and in all Western countries, to some degree or another, are based off of biblical principles found in the Ten Commandments, the first five, most of the Torah.
I mentioned the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not commit murder. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife, which is only the mind.
Yeah. But the point is, all culture is going to be inherent Christian culture, inherent Muslim culture, or inherent Jewish culture, or what have you. Then, from one degree or another, back to their religious ideology. Now, how much the religious in the legal or governmental structure greatly depends on the country and different here. But if you have a Muslim that comes here that fully embraces the ideas of Muslim or anti law, whether they're a Muslim or not, they are adhering to entire law. Just like a Jew would ascribe to the law and Torah.
Yeah.
Just like a Christian would ascribe to the that ascribed from and the Torah as well. So you will have a clash of ideology right there, even if the incoming Muslim or student decides to be a conformist of the law and go, okay, well, I'm going to do whatever I want in my house, and you can do whatever you want in your house, in your culture. Then we can live, and most we do have that balance. But at some point in the country, to where the ideology is pushed out, and in that vacancy, a new idea for this incoming ideology is going to take its place. For example, Christianity used to be prominent in schools. It's like believing at God in we no longer have that. You no longer have or not have Bibles. You no longer have prayer or Christian school. But in that vacancy, in recent years, we have had multiple prayer time and prayer for Muslims to go and engage in their prayer at their subscribed time. But yet you can't have Christian prayer or even a Bible on your or even have a Christian prayer. I remember talking when I was Christian, we had Christian prayer. It was fun. But you don't have that.
No.
But yet you have a Muslim prayer. I think that Judeo-Christian ideology got put down, and it is taken the Muslim ideology in an effort to be correct and accommodating by our United States who did. So what it really comes down to is the depth of one culture is going to overlap the other. It's inevitable. The question is, how do you keep that from happening? Or is it an inevitability?
There's a very small percentage of Christians in the Middle East. Very small percentage.
Yeah.
And they're called Coptic Christians in the Middle East. Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Kuwait. I mean, if you're a Christian, but especially a Middle Eastern Christian, you're already sentenced to death because you aren't Muslim. It's a death sentence over there, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what bugs me is you have again, I mentioned we have laws here on the books that work, right? And we have judges, we have jury, you know. But Sharia, there is no jury. I don't know how it is, but the thing is, if you're a woman and you're accused of allegedly cheating on your spouse, husband, you are sentenced to death by stoning. But yet, a man can cheat. Nothing happens to him. But if a woman cheats, she's sentenced to death by stoning.
And it used to be very much that way in
And then you have honor killing. We got to kill the sister or the aunt or whoever to bring honor back to the father. Excuse me, dude. You're not going to get your honor back by having your daughter killed or your niece killed. There's an honor that. By doing that, you are already dishonoring your own bloodline, man. By doing that.
yeah. So I'm saying that Judeo-Christian, what ideal don't mesh well with higher law or Judeo ideology.
I mean, it's crazy because in the Middle East, a woman can't work. She can't go to she can't drive. She can't go anywhere by herself. She can't go to school. But yet, she can run for office.
When were they?
Come out. Come out. Come out.
Give me a example.
I've been seeing off and on women of Muslim faith becoming race car drivers
That's here in the United States.
as well over there.
Well, it's over there.
They're driving Indy cars. They're driving Indy cars. They're rapping. They're doing martial arts, MMA. Something's telling me, and it's for me. There's a shift, a huge shift of a paradigm level turning in a very positive way. And it is changing in a very big way. And I hope it continues because I tell you what, there's a lot of people leaving Islam. They're opening their eyes, their ears, and their mind and realizing, why am I here? Why am I here praying 5 times a day to a pedophile who's been leading from the afterlife before death? Yes, I went there. I went there.
Do it again.
Again, they're praying 5 times a day to a pedophile who runs a death cult from the afterlife. I went there. It's like I say, well, I'm gonna pray 5 times a day as a Jew.
The Old Testament, I mean, they had quite a few laws that they had to adhere to, the whole animal sacrifice, and all that. That was fairly intricate, totally complex. But even then, I don't know that they were really going to those things. Praying 5 times a day, all that.
I was asked last night, do you support Israel or Palestine? I said neither. Neither.
I have to.
I said, I support the living. I don't support Palestine. I don't support Israel. I support the living.
Who said you have to support one or the other? It's like,
even if I was a Ciabatta Jew, I would support either.
Like, I don't fucking watch baseball. Like, well, you're an American. Baseball's the American outside. You gotta support a baseball team. No, the fuck I don't. Okay? I can sit there and say that these countries and these people have right to this, but I don't have to agree with their governmental or even their religious ideology.
If I was like Peter Griffin, like if I was supporting Israel, right, I'll be like Peter Griffin. I wish upon a Jew. But the thing is, I support the old traditional Jews.
The ones that were actually Semites.
Actually, the one that from the biblical times. Okay, no.
The ones that
today, I mean, the thing is, I do read the good book. I do. If I have any questions, I'll read a scripture and sit there and think for a bit, because it does make you think.
Yeah.
The Quran makes you just it makes you want to wash your hands 1,000 times a day.
Yeah, I've never read the Quran.
I've read a little bit of it, and I mean it's like you're seeing the version of hell, and the more you read, you're seeing a vision of yourself in hell. Like I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there, I'm just blown away, man. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, dude? There's not one page to talk about forgiveness or repenting your sins. No. It talks about
If you say you die, you get converted to Islam or die.
destroy the non-believers. Destroy. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here reading a little bit of stuff. I'm like, man, how can anybody read this, man? You can't, because it's like it's all about destruction, end of days, automatically.
It's basically a longer, drawn out version of the end of days.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, okay, now I hear about, oh, we got tax the non-believers. Like, you got to pay us tax. Tax these nuts, bitch. Ain't gonna do it. And then, oh, you can't walk your dog here. Why? All I want to do is just take it for a walk. Nice day. I don't, real. And you can't you can't put up a Christmas tree outside, or sing Christmas carols, or wish upon a Jew.
You've been asked. He wants it. He wants it, ladies and gentlemen. He wants the Jew butt.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that one.
It actually hit before you came back.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
you're pushing for it, so I can.
I mean, the thing is, look, I don't care what religion you are, right? Look, I mean, what book is Hindu?
I've never subscribed to this, but I know.
Is there a book of Buddha? Because the Hindu the entity for India is Krishna. What's ours? Jesus Christ and God. What's theirs? Allah and Muhammad. Right? You look at the Greek religion like what's your deity? I don't know.
Greek.
But the thing is,
Dude.
you also have Nordic Christianity. Nordic
Like
Christianity.
Christianity. Okay, explain this to me. What the fuck does Christianity and Norse mythology coincide? Like, how do Jesus Christ and Thor go hand in hand? How does,
Well, you got some Nordics that became Christians.
okay, so you have Nordic version. I thought you were talking like a mixing of
No. You
um,
because you have
knowledge.
some Nordics became Christians, just like in Rome, the first ever Christian Caesar, emperor, who brought in Christianity to Rome,
Yeah.
during that time. And man, holy shit, man, a lot of the process, man,
Again, Christianity is interesting. I know, just like the Muslims and your question is, can the two theories occupy the same time, or is one going to inevitably put the foot on the neck of the other? If when that happens, what do you do when the foot of Sharia law goes on the neck of the Christian nation? What does that Christian nation do when that happens? Do they just roll over and die, or do they fight back? If so, how do you push back?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I mean,
Say, okay, all you motherfuckers got to get out. You don't got to go home, but here, that's where World War II it started was, to get out of it. And, whether it's Muslim or anybody of any other theology.
every war,
Hey, you have to either convert or get out. I don't think anybody really wants to have to talk that line, but at some point, the question has to be asked: is it an inevitability that life would be out? It's either you push back and say, go home to your Muslim country where you're trying to
every war
roll over and become Shire.
every war was always been based on religion.
Yeah.
As well as, I mean, look at the war, from World War I down to the War on Terror, the Inquisition, the Crusades, the Salem witch trials and shit, religion.
Yep.
Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, all these wars we have or ideological if it is not regardless of how great it's so but there's no doubt, like right now, we are very much in a polar and the reason for that is because we, as Christians, transition from a Christian nation that then worship God however you want to all encompassing freedom of religion. And at which point somebody coming in and saying, okay, well, this is great, but I kind of like my career-in-law, even though I didn't, even though I left my home country and my religion is here, and I'm doing at this point. Again, it's inevitability. We either fight back and get the foot off your neck, or you just roll over and expect it.
Exactly.
What not only does Christianity die, but West Catholicism die. Well, you're seeing it happen in Europe almost. At what point will there be a pushback, or will there be a pushback at all?
Yeah, I mean, now you have the Irish, you have the Ireland, France.
Scotland, still point pushback.
Right now, from what we're seeing is that we're seeing we may see the rebirth of the IRA in Ireland.
Elaborate what the IRA is.
The Irish Republican Army. They've been around for years.
Yeah, but it's not something that you really hear a whole lot about. But they're gonna start a lot of pushback. Poland already. No, we're not.
Because right now we're seeing a huge uprising because
Their governments aren't doing it.
they do shit. And something in England.
The job, you're going to step up and you're going to do the job, and you're going to help on both the problem and the people who allow it.
You have France, you have Germany, you have the UK really waking up. They're rising up against the shit because look, if your government ain't doing shit over there, do it yourself.
Oh, yeah. Fine.
Do it yourself.
Oh, and carry the conversation.
It's just that, you know, when you had enough of this shit and your government is basically bending over, kissing the ass, and taking it up the ass by the people of the Islamic religion, or allegedly, you know, or if you're a cop in England, you can't do your job because you're afraid of you might be called racist or Islamophobe. Bitch, you get your balls cut off, man, politically.
Yeah.
Same here.
I mean, like I was talking about yesterday on TV, how the definition of that would change after World War II to target the Republican Party and make black on the Democratic Party. The definition. Okay. Put one shoe on the other foot. And we see this with the Democratic and Republican Party and many start. Many think that the Republican Party or the Democratic Party used to be a paper on the no right, black, right, so forth, are now being put on the Republican. In fact, most people today think that the southern states of the Union were Republican during the Civil War. And that was not the case. Most people don't know that Abraham Lincoln was a Republican and that the South was predominantly Democratic
hugely
That
different.
would be out of the role. Nobody knows that. They think that Democrats are all
They've been the South has been a long, yeah. Down there South, they were a long time Democrat. It ran through family bloodlines, and now all of a sudden it's like the South went from having blue balls to red.
Yeah, a lot of things that do, especially World War II, and some for good, some for bad. But we have entered this era of political correctness. It's getting God out of the equation because God might offend somebody. That we overly accommodate other ideologies, specifically Judaism and the Muslims, which is really interesting considering the advocacy of Judaism, considering it's the same God. I mean, whether you want to admit it or not,
Yeah,
the Old Testament is the Hebrew scripture. Whether you want to admit it or not, up until New Testament, it's all the same. The only thing that people disagree on and debate with Jews about is whether or not Jesus Christ is the Messiah.
exactly.
That's a whole other topic in and of itself. But most people get this off because of Judeo law, Old Testament law. But yet they don't say shit to Judaism, despite it being the same God and the same laws, because it has to be anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic against who? They're white. Okay, they're as white as me, if not whiter. Okay?
It's kind of funny in Holocaust.
Come back 2,000 years later and come back white. How the fuck did that happen?
It's kind of funny in a dual haha sense. Haha as in haha is funny, but also kind of like huh kind of thing, where they're using this all this bullshit of phobias, right? To say like I can't do my job because I don't want to be called Islamophobic. Look. Yeah. Look. Grow a pair. Shut the fuck up. Exactly. Stop being afraid of labels, okay? It's bullshit. Okay? We all know, including Tin Man, that I have the balls to say things that need to be said. And yesterday and last night and today, I did it. Yeah, I went there. I wish upon a true Peter Griffin. Go watch the episode. I wish for a Jew. Come on, man. What the hell? That's getting good.
I didn't stop it.
Oh, come on, man. That was getting good, dude.
He just wants to.
I wish, man, but I don't want to cause anybody to have a heart attack, I mean, but I mean, might as well hit the button, man. Might as well hit the button, man. No, the Jew button. Might as well.
You want it.
You. One more time.
One more time.
One more time. Awesome.
Good. Got it out of your
Yeah, like the old say, these nuns' lives matter.
I don't know where else we can take this conversation. At which point, I think we're seeing pushback in regard to the Muslim expansion here in the West, not just here in the United States, but also as well, as you pointed out. There's going to be a lot of pushback. I don't think that it's avoidable. This is definitely a
No.
It's needed pushback.
If you look at Minnesota, right? Atlanta Marsh district, huge Somalian population, man, huge, and where she's at, and they got caught. They got caught doing a snap, the snap fraud.
Yeah, I remember.
Half of them are being deported. Get caught. Either they're gonna get deported or do some serious time here.
Yeah. Talk about revoking the card or revoking applications for people who pay more expensive. I know that I can't.
Yeah.
But you're seeing a lot of back. You're obvious. There's going to be a lot of back. Whether Trump himself or not, I think this is higher of the railroad. It goes back to like the old, gave them the right to get married and or so next thing you know that like if white you're equal, you're equal, and you're equal, and that's equal, you're equal, and you got the proper like what? And we allowed it to happen as a nation, and even as Western culture, we allowed it to happen. Now there's a great deal of pushback. I guess eating bacon in front of Muslims for their prayer in public space. But I will agree with is a dick thing. It was a dick move, but it's also an inevitability. There's going to be pushback. There's going to be dick. There's going to be a fight that happens, and I don't think it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
It's going to be the.
You think that story of her marrying her brother is insane, right? Did you know that Saddam Hussein and his wife are cousins?
First cousin, second cousin, or third cousin.
I don't know, but they're related.
In most areas of the United States, it's actually legal to marry. Yeah.
Because the thing is,
Far
if
enough apart from where it's not talking.
it proves that if they do family incest shit, kids they're fucking family to create dumb kids.
Yeah, I mean,
they proved that they showed a couple of footage of a guy who can see it through incest.
yeah,
There's a lot of psychological and neurological problems.
Cognitive and physical abnormalities. And it's going to occur more and more the more that practice goes on. If an incest baby engages in incest, raising up, that's just going to of the the abnormality. That's why it's
Big time.
illegal.
Big time.
Now, granted, I think that it's a different thing in many regards. I can understand why. But then again, on the flip side, you allow people with abnormalities to be so it's not be told.
Look at the royal family.
You kind of think that now, I'm not advocating, but I am saying, if you're saying, hey, you guys, you can't have sex with family members, these family members take sex because of birth abnormality, but yet you allow people with this woman's disability to reproduce. That's kind of a hypocrisy. I'm sorry. I'm
also
disabled community, but god damn it.
Look at the royal family. Queen Elizabeth and Prince George or Elizabeth. Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah,
they're related.
Yeah, the Rothschild and most of the a huge chunk of the entire leadership.
Because for centuries, royal families bred ancestrally.
Yeah, because they wanted to keep the bloodline here.
But not just that, but there's a lot of deformity within the family. I mean,
you look at Rothschild. He looks like George Bush. He's a weird-looking motherfucker.
I have an ancestor named Lord Lord Baxter. Lord Baxter. Something. He's English, and he was disinherited because he married an Irish chick. He was a lord, though.
Yeah, it was very common for lords and royalty and even knights to engage in inbreeding or marry up. We'll find here or join with a more prominent family. So,
I kind of find it funny.
We're going to be related.
Just out. I kind of find it funny that there's first of a guy who's complaining and whining that it's okay to marry my cousin. I'm thinking like dude, unless you lived in the South in the 1800s, come here, Judith. Let's. But thing is,
I don't know, but
I'm thinking like now. So I'm saying is right now, if this was in the South, and I'm like, dude, why are you fucking your cousin, man? You guys are going to canoodle and have fucking ugly flipper kids. I swear. I guess.
how did we get up to this?
I'm like, dude, can you marry someone outside your family? Not because in your family, it's like
go out and meet somebody.
That's like you might be a redneck if you meet a woman at a family reunion and have dumbass little kids.
Here's going skiing. Okay, well, down, buddy. Really, that's not nice for you?
I think we might have broken the I think we might have broken the internet, man.
Beyond that, I don't know that there's really anything else that we can add other than saying that.
Well, but again, I mean, do I believe? Of course, there are religions that could get along and coexist. But the thing is,
Okay, that's here.
you're going to have darker shadows from behind the scenes that would try to not let it happen. like I mean, if there was a religion, no, imagine this: if major heads of every religion got together at a retreat, hash it out, powwow, convo, just talk it out, talk whatever, and hopefully no bloodshed. But here's the thing: we all know that there are twisted foot people who come from a ancestral where they were conceived from idiocracy and became a flipper kid and became a mind-boggling fundamentalist dumb shit, might destroy the idea of religions coming together and coexisting over peace.
Yeah, probably at that point. Yeah. Again, all right. Is for lack of a better the but there's definitely say that there's good long and it doesn't mean that what is standing up and fighting. That's
Exactly.
starting to get back on the feet.
I would like to see Buddhists, Hindus, and Christians, and Jews, and I mean Sikhs. Even Nordic Christians, country Christians, get together. But we all know that the idea may be a plot to where you got some evil flipper bastard. I am doing this on the name of really, dude. People get together, coexisting on how to make the world better religiously, but there's a dark stain on that idea. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At which point you're gonna have that pushback.
Exactly.
You want to get that pushback. You want to recapture and reinforce your point. And push the toxic out. Like a pool. You want to get back. You want to get to those center. You want to push your body into the center. It's the same with the color of. You want to push out. You get back with your feet. Get back to 100%. But at which point we have to stop our time, make sure that we don't go and have a critique of what Hitler or what many could say he used them.
I was asked.
History to repeat itself, such to where it's either bad to happen or bad to meant to happen. We went through the negate problem. Basically, if you try to get rid of them, you don't use the bazooka to try to get rid of them. We don't want to bust out the producer to get rid of them.
I was asked a long time ago.
Yeah, we want to swap the flies without busting out the producer and blowing them back.
I was asked a couple of years, about a few years back. Do I believe that there's a good Muslim? Thinking for a moment. So, yeah.
For people across the world.
Is there a good Muslim? Yeah. Do I believe that? Sure, I do. But religion is like a 50-50. You have good people in that religion and idiots in that religion.
Yeah, there's good and bad in everything.
The good side don't push. They're not. They're more laid back. Whatever. The other half have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
At what point it has to, yeah, one to put back the path. One to hold this distance. What do you do to get a color? Yeah. What do you preserve your, even if you're a culture that welcomes all ideas, nationalities, or whatever, do you X out the idea and say this is a Christian organization? And anybody that comes here has to learn these laws, these ideologies? Or do you go for what steps to implement to create a society that is inherently Christian, but is welcoming to everyone?
I think the pushback. I think the pushback wouldn't be just religious or socialist, but also political.
Yeah, it's gonna be political, social, and religious, and racial, whether you want to admit it or not. You open the doors to a melting pot of all different types of cultural, religious,
Exactly.
and political ideology, and now you have a clash of types of these ideologies.
Well, not just that, but again,
And Christian,
if you get them together, okay, to coexist, I'm saying is politically, as in you're going to have world leaders definitely look at it through a magnifying glass, and also religiously, as in there might be a terrorist attack at that event if it happens. Again, three, social reason why there's going to be a pushback, because if you get these religions together to coexist and how to really spiritually solve a problem, there would be a pushback in those factors: politically, social, and religious. How? The religious terrorism.
at which point do you push them all out, or do you allow for the country to go back to being an overwhelming melting pot? At which point, what do you implement to preserve your Western culture and a level of coexistence?
I think the way that it would be stopped is that you would see a lot of assassination of leaders of these sects,
Quite possibly, yeah.
like
And
like
have
like
a- or-
like Charlie Kirk, like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
Because it's about control.
or they're pretty bloodshed, or bloodshed in my
Exactly.
that is an inevitability.
Exactly.
After all the said and done, if we serve Western culture, if Western culture is served, absolutely, you can X out these groups entirely arbitrarily say, okay, no more Muslims, no more Jews, no more this, that, or the other. It's just going to be this group of people. Anybody that wants to come in has to conform to this system, or they're not welcome, or do you continue to allow the melting pot? And at which point, what provisions do you put in place that would prevent another color revolution?
Exactly.
That is really the mind-boggling question. It's not so much, are we in the middle of the revolution? Is there pushback to color revolution? The two big questions is, how do you handle it? Push everybody out? And if so, how do you do it without becoming Adolf Hitler? Or do you go back to the way things were as a lower welcome? But what kind of provisions you put in place to preserve your country?
If you look at the Prime Minister Starmer, he's an atheist.
Yeah.
He's atheist. He's cowering to the Muslim religion. He's cowering to them.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't cower to it. I mean, if you want to preserve your culture, you got to stand up for it. I mean, that's the common sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to starve, you got to get up and eat something.
Because if everybody who's watching this right now are saying this, if you post anything like a Union Jack or a mention about immigration, all that shit, anything you post on social media is being monitored by MI5, MI6, as well as the local police. Now, you had a young woman who had a couple of cops come to her parents' house, and they wanted to see her phone. Why? Because what she posted on social media. They wanted to see what she posted on Facebook,
Yeah. I've done that. Again, we're seeing pushback. And the question is, how far do you push back?
And also, if you seen Trump's face when he said, we have free speech," Trump's like just laughing like bullshit, like bullshit,
Yeah, we're expecting a lot of but again, it gets back to the last question. How do you put the data up? What steps do you I don't know that we have an answer.
I would say stand up, get your voice heard, but also when you do that, VPN.
Yeah.
Because they're getting down with a very serious matter,
Yeah.
My phone, I use a VPN. I use a VPN, and exactly. I've also mentioned this. Graphene OS. If you have any, if you can scratch up some cash, eBay, Google Pixel with the Graphene OS on it, get that. Power is back in your hands, man. Take it back.
Well, this podcast definitely raised some very serious questions. And the best part about the roundtable is that it's not just me and Brevin talking, Honor, whoever. are a slave to the conversation. That's what the conversation is about. That hey,
Exactly.
you are a part of the conversation. The alternative, any information,
Exactly.
it's
Brother, exactly. We do this. We do this because there are some people out there that's too afraid to really get into the belly of the beast and say things that need to be said. And we've been doing this for almost 15 years.
yeah. I mean, I took a hiatus for about what, 4 or 5 years because I become this part with the way things are going. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. I have pushed back. I can't be before. You know, if I'm going to die, I'm not going to die on my knees.
2026 will be a 1 year anniversary that we came back.
Yeah. Right?
We came back early this year. We came back. Tin Man and myself. We came back. We came back
Came back
with a vengeance.
and conspiracy getting on is he's back to a degree working in the background. He's not a full-time guy. But he posts a lot of stuff, a lot of things back wherever we him. We also got Tommy Bird, who's able to pop in on occasion.
Oh hell yeah! Before we came back early this year, for almost 8 years, I've been carrying the football for almost 8 years on behalf of this platform. Okay,
Yeah.
I did it.
I
did it. I did it because it needed to be done. I did that. I did it because I was buying my time until this comes back, and it came back. We ain't fucking done.
No, we're just getting started. And we are here because of you. So if you like podcast, when you have ideas, what's going to come to this country, and save the West without us turning into another constitution, or what steps we can implement for the West after the fact, share them with the country. And if you like the podcast, share the live feed. Follow us on YouTube, Rumble, X, the real TWBRN. Hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube and the notification bell so you know when we go live. We don't have it, but we might have. So
Also follow this bastard here, man. Follow this bastard.
His links are in the beginning of every one of our streams because he's got so many to list. So just go ahead and screenshot that and go ahead and check out all of his games as well. Check out our online store. So link to that is in the video. Hey, I got it right. And keep an eye out. We'll be launching the new DWBRN merchandise store, giving you a wider variety of products and at a much lower rate. The best part, the best variety of products at the best price. Especially considering Christmas is coming up, and look, freaking Tommy. Let's go ahead and answer. Hi, Tommy Bird. Hey, guess what? You're on ground station. Can you hear me now? Reverend, why didn't you tell me my microphone?
Huh?
Why didn't you tell me my microphone? Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Try to tell you, man.
No? Okay, is that better? All right. Well, we're gonna actually get ready to close. How bad has it been? How bad has my audio been this whole broadcast? Well, I appreciate that. It's a social experiment, so I'm going to go ahead and keep my mic real quick on this call. I'll get back to you. Stand by 1 second, brother. All right. So, again, this is a work in progress. Now, do make sure new equipment. We're getting everything together. We're trying to get everything figured out. But this podcast exists because you carry it. So again, if you like the show, share the live. That includes you, Tommy Bird. Share the live feed. Subscribe and follow us on our very channel at Real TWBR. Check out the online store, especially for once we get the new store launched. A lot of goodies coming out then, just in time for Christmas. And so that I'll put this first. Yeah, I'll put the turkey.
Yep, it's time to put in the turkey and also send in Nancy Pelosi to rehab.
Yep. Just next up, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Podcast.